amazing video game type people, and welcome to the next game in the All My Games series. I give you Endless Legend. Okay, so let's go to new game, and I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I'm not sure I remember how to play, but let's play on serious because this is what it felt like to go up against Attila and Genghis Khan. That cracks me up. For those of you who don't know, my real life name is Attila. So this is what it feels like to go up against myself. That's gotta be the most balanced. Game speed normal should be good. Empire 6 should be fine. I wonder if I could do random. Let's do a random world shape. Everything else should be okay. And I think I want to be the Wild Walkers. They're the sort of elvish people, but they're also weirdly very industrial. What makes this game really good, in addition to a bunch of other things, is that the factions are quite unique. They all have their unique stories. So, for those of you who might not know Endless Legend, they have vastly different playstyles, and that makes it interesting. I don't know any of these new ones because I never got the expansion packs. So main victory type is Wonder. Okay, we can be this guy, he seems cool. Okay. Let's start. This might take a bit, because it's creating the world right now. But anyways, if I remember correctly, these guys have some of the best military units. Because as you can see on this loading screen, they have archers who are basically elves and ridiculously good at archery. And they have these giant things as well that are really tough. Those giant, I don't know, tree people maybe. Maybe they're supposed to be tree people. I hope I remember how to play the game. This might just be the majority of the video, just us watching this loading screen. Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. There we go.
It is coming. I am convinced. Now I must convince the others. We have seen the longer winters. We have felt the limits of the sharing. Our planet is changing. We must change with it. We must leave the forest. Start again. Explore and reach out. We must find new ways. Adapt. Learn. For if not, we will perish. And that will not happen while I wear the crown.
Okay. Wild walkers of creators and builders. These people strive to bind rocks and trees into great living monuments. Their relationship with dust is intense and dangerous. Under its influence, they can explode into berserker rages. Nice. Okay, let's see if I remember how to play. So, you first start with some Dakari Rangers, which are your standard archery unit. And you have a settler. Your first thing will be you want to obviously build a settlement. Ah, we have met the Draken. Diplomatic, powerful dragons. Minor faction, the Sisters of Mercy. That's fantastic. It looks like they're an infantry unit that we should be able to use to protect our archers. So they are here. But now we must build. Let me see if I can somehow put the FIDSI. FIDSI stands for Food, Industry, Dust, and Science. So this is kind of a civilization-esque game. Dust is money. Think of this as think of dust as spice. The spice melange from Frank Herbert's Dune. And think of this as the planet Arrakis, though it's called Origa. And it's not just a dust planet, but it does have dust. Now then, I look at this and I see the black dust, and I say we want near the black dust. We also want to be in the forest. If you look at the hero, you can check his skill tree. And basically, everybody has access to the middle row. This is a faction-specific one for the Wild Walkers, and this is because he's a ranged hero. Yes, I believe that's how that goes. At any rate, we could increase his speed, but what's really nice is if we get, up your woodland forager and make him a governor, he'll really make our industry take off, and I think that might be what I want to do. That said, there's all these questions of where will we settle, and I think the more I look at this, the more I go, okay, well, I'd like to place us down somewhere closer to the south. So let's separate these guys. Dakari Rangers. And we're going to use this to just kind of scout. Oh, wow. Look at that. Meteor Field 7. Wow. But we do want to build on the forests. So I'm thinking either here or somewhere within up here. Probably, yeah. I'm just doing that to quickly get a sense of the terrain. Now for the settler. Cold forest, temperate forest. Effects. +1. So you can see that certain upgrades. Or living towns. That's not an upgrade. That says living towns is the attribute of the Wild Walkers. We basically just want to be near here. And I think for the sake of some extra food production, we might want to be on the water as well. If only I remembered whether we have to build on it in order to get access to the output. I'm not sure that we do. This up here is going to be the best. You can see there's some enchanted forest. So I'm going to just go ahead and build right here. Oh, there you go, yeah. Total output. So I think that's probably our best bet. What happens here? 6/19/4/4 versus 8/18/25. We probably want a little bit more food. A little bit more food, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that right there. Okay. So now we'll want to research. And this is how it works. Once you research enough, you move on to the next phase. Altogether, there are 6 phases, it would seem. And then, of course, you have economy and pop, military, science, and empire and expansion. We start with the sewer system. Then we start with seed storage, which is a fantastic idea early on because we make a lot of industry, but not a lot of food. science. Right, what are we gonna want to pursue? Military science. Mercenary Market. Search party in areas where resources or troops can be ordered to hunt and dig for loot. Yeah, I like that. Reduces by 10% the odds to loot nothing after a search of ruins. Increases by 5% the odds to get loot or an event. I'm gonna go ahead and get these for the early game. Since it's sort of a scouting bonus if you're thinking perhaps colonization or civilization, you're just getting scout bonuses for these early shiny places. Okay, now we need to build something in our town. Here's our one population. Usually the Founders Memorial is the first thing you want to build, because it's a one-time construction that gives a lot of bonuses to everything, and you want to get those raw bonuses, so percentages really increase. Raw bonuses are worth a lot in this game. It would be nice to get other heroes as well. Oh, I quite like Silix. These are Silix then. They're fantastic because they're a really, as you can see, high defense, slow moving, really tough troop, life 140. If we compare that with these guys, oh, how do I do that? Faction, perhaps. Would it be this right here? Yep. And we should be able to see the minor factions, though those ones are not assimilated. Here we go. Oh, I see. So we're in the Silix territory. Even though we've encountered these guys here, they're in a whole different province, if you will. You can have one city per province. Okay. I think we may be ready to enter shortly. One thing I would like to do, though, is throw down our hero. Is he already here, though? Oh, there he is. That is our hero. He's Tlatomosi Pakwa. So we'll want to explore with him shortly. The other thing is you can see that there's sort of hills, and you can't just jump down these cliffs. You actually have to walk around, which is really sad. So our first faction quest, it has been a difficult winter. Not merely the weather and the hunger, but all the rivalries within the Wild Walkers have descended upon the head that wears the crown, your head. During the long cold months, when both space and activity are lacking, tempers flare and arguments begin. As usual, it is the shamanists of the Sakwa clan who fan the flames. We should not have left the forests. Our gods will desert us. We are made weak without the sharing. They should be named the Tate clan, that talk too much. But you are the Onontio, the highest judge and warlord, and for now your word remains law. The challenge is to occupy these grumblers and those who would listen to them. They need a purpose and a distraction. Around you are many ancient sites where previous civilizations rose and fell. To avoid that same fate, it would perhaps be good to investigate these places and give the grumblers something else to whine about. Let's see, can I explore things? Sad that he only moves 2, but that's okay. I wonder if we would be able to take out the Sisters of Mercy. We might be able to. Though ideally we would have taken out the Silix. Oh well, next time. Hey, look at that. And we can search it, of course. What did we get? So this is our main faction quest. This is what we got for searching it. Progress is not merely in science, but in putting science to practical work. To leave a great legacy for history, assuming that there will be a future. You need to bring your people into a modern era by improving their level of industry. So now, we have a quest. You will have to raise your empire to a new industrialization level. 40 industry in one city for 10 turns. It's a really weird quest, but okay. In all fairness, we can probably do that. It'll just take take some time. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and search it. Sad, did we search that with the Takari Rangers? We did, and we found nothing. That is quite sad. Where's our hero? Oh, is he in this faction? Oh, yeah. Sad. Faction army, I meant he's in that army. Okay. Well then. Oh, nice, they can move a little bit more now. Perfect, we'll get that. I would like to detach the leader, yeah. Does he have actions? He does, he has one action. Oh, but he has none of his 0 out of 4 movements. I would love to know about the Sisters of Mercy. What kind of units are they? But, oh well. I love how quickly the turns end. You gotta admit, that's pretty awesome. Also, this area we will definitely settle in because it's all forest. So I'm gonna want to settle there quickly. I think, if I remember correctly, it was something like the first 20 turns was how you wanted to do it. As per most games, the first 20 turns matter immensely. This right here is a resource. What is this? Click to show high hexagonal grid on the world map. Oh, it's automatically there if you put the Fitzy on. Okay, that's fair. Check it. So there's resources that are called, I guess, strategic resources, and they're important because certain techs will require them. Oh man, that is so sad. We keep finding nothing. Oh well. That's okay. We really should be using our leader, I think, instead of our soldiers. I think we finished building a thing. The population has grown to 2, so that's really helpful. You can see our population has been up here. The more population you have, the more food they consume, obviously. The Founders Memorial, though, will be quite nice. Because, as I showed you earlier, Founders Memorial added a bunch of extra stuff. Where can we see it? Oh, that's our construction menu. So to see what we've already built, we would have to... How would we see what we've already built? Click to rename this city. Trade routes, we don't trade with anyone. City info. I wonder where you can see a construction. No. Available constructions. Well, I know there's a place you... Oh, browse. There you go. You can actually destroy them, I think. But we wouldn't want to. The point is, this was great. Can only be built once in your empire. Yep. So our next... The way this works is that you can exploit more resources by spreading towards them. Okay, by building these burrows. So it'll add essentially 3 tiles depending on the direction I spread it. But the problem with burrows, as you can see, is it increases your food requirement as well as your happiness. That's your biggest problem. And you want happiness to be high because then your people will actually get a bonus production modifier. At this point, as you can see, the +2 from Memorial Founder, so -4. That's -2 per pop. Seed storage is fantastic. Yeah, seed storage would be absolutely fantastic, but I love the idea of going for a sewer system. Yeah. It's only 4 turns. Well, let's think about this. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Seed storage should come first. Absolutely, seed storage should come first, and then we'll do the sewer system. And then perhaps a settler. The massive tree, yeah, no kidding. It's huge. reasons you want to use these guys to scout is because they gain experience points. You can see he has 23 out of 40. I think they gain experience per turn, but also, especially from scouting. Nice. We finished the quest. So we did actually find something here, so that was nice. Construction complete. Successful search, reward 40 dust. Okay, no big deal. Here we have, we've completed the quest, 15 wine. Oh, okay, that's our reward. That's fantastic because that we can use to get a plus 30 bonus, and I think I might use that. And now we have our second faction quest here. Time and experience bring knowledge, though new knowledge is not always welcome. Your dream of a great new tower to the stars, a symbol to Gaia, has been put off by strikes and riots at the building site. Achak Adahi, who leads the Sakwa, claims your dreams are foolish, sacrilege. He and many others continue to insist on the old ways. There are those, however, who have seen what you have seen and question the old ways as you do. You must explore, go farther, learn more. You convince them to look beyond the forests, to seek new ways. It is time to explore further. Now, new regions should be explored and a new city founded. That should lead your people to believe that your vision for the Wild Walkers is more than just a dream. Nice. Okay, so I'm thinking we want to move out of Mausoleum and place one down here. And honestly, this looks fantastic. That massive tree. The massive tree potentially mixed in with, oh, for some reason these ones were +3. Temperate forest, what are these? Wetland, oh, that's sad. No, we want to be near the forest, so maybe we go for the escaped specimens instead. Yeah, maybe just down in here. Interesting, yeah, it'll be interesting. I'd like the massive tree, but I don't like that this is wetland. We might want to go for a science one. If we want science, we can get the enchanted forests. Should be nice. And then, hear me out on this. If we get +2 on terrain with science, Geomic Labs is going to give us a massive science boost right there. So that might be what I go for. Yeah, okay, that'll be our war plan. Meanwhile, back here, we have these crazy looking ice places. We found the Burdeki cavalry, good for killing enemy archers. That's sort of how you complement your army, as you use these little small side factions. Next army. I don't think these guys actually have anything to do. We might also be on islands, because I did pick random, and I wouldn't even know the first thing about playing on islands. So that'll be fun. We'll want to kill these guys, so maybe these guys will shortly want to come back. City growth upper limit, lower limit, nice. If it goes under the lower limit, you lose a pop. If it goes over it, you gain one. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Then we might level up from this. Master of Luxury. Trust the knowledge gleaned from the ruin you discovered. Exploit some luxuries. Yeah, that's perfect. We're gonna get an augmented extractor tech. That's fantastic. So our objective is build 2 extractors, exploiting 1 or more of the following luxuries. That's great. We can totally do that. Now, in terms of exploitable luxuries, we have a spice deposit, we have a glass steel deposit, and that's it. So yeah, luxury resource, spice, and strategic resource. Do I have to exploit luxury or strategic resources? Build 2 extractors, 1 or more of the following. Yeah, luxury. Okay, that's fine. Colonize, produce 40. Okay. Right, this is another thing. We'll want to provide these bonuses for ourselves when we make our empire plan in 14 turns. So you want to save up your this stuff, your stars, your leadership points or influence points, it's called. Seed storage, fantastic. Okay, let's quickly go through here. suppose come this way. Yeah. And this guy maybe come up here. Perfect. Within a rock and a hard place, a weapon was lodged within a great mound of glass steel by a mad blacksmith. It is said that the weapon has interesting powers and it might be worth obtaining it. In order to do this correctly, you must first be in control of the region. Colonize the region, Lingane. Okay, this is a 2-step quest. You can see how many steps are in the quest just in here. So we would have to first colonize Lingane. Which one is Lingane? Is it? I think this. Oh boy, there's 3 different. Pardon me, there's 3 different areas. That is interesting, though. We'd probably get a really good weapon for our hero, which may well be worth it. One thing I haven't shown yet is that you can equip your soldiers, individual soldiers and heroes. And they start with basic equipment, but you get really good ones, and sometimes essentially legendary artifact type weapons that make a big difference in combat. I'm still pretty set on going the tech route over there. Okay. Part of me wonders if I shouldn't just, avoid searching those ruins. Oh, there's two of these. Wait, hold on. This is Silex as well. Interesting. Glass steel right there, Silex, and this would be the little area. Oh, is it a bigger area? Oh, it is. It is a significantly bigger area than I first anticipated. Yeah, there you go, Lingane. This is how you can see it. So just as long as I get Lingane, I would get that. And further Silex. The Silex bonus is pretty good. If I remember correctly, when you come here, you'll see the faction. And what bonus do Silex give? Oh man. You must control a city in a region containing and pacify or destroy at least one of their villages. Okay. I want to bring this guy back so we can pacify the Silex village. I'm not ready to attack with just the individually, but with all 3 of them I'd be willing to attack. And I think that would be fantastic. Can he come back? Yeah, it'll take a couple turns, but probably worth it. One thing I should have done, and I'm an idiot, is purchase the ring that increases his movement speed. So that's a thing. At any rate, seed storage will be finished soon, and that's going to be a big deal. I can't purchase now because we have to be in our own territory, obviously. Another Sisters of Mercy, nice. Oh, this looks okay too. Once we get search party researched, I might be willing to go for that. So if we move down here, I'll then next turn I'll use the search on this while he kind of comes back in. Hopefully that works. Yeah, sure. Team up. Here, next turn. Perfect. Okay. We're making pretty good dust, even though it's -2. Why is that? Military upkeep. Wow, goodness. Search party. Perfect. Next in queue, I would like the geomic labs. I think that's going to be a huge boon. Obviously, Mill Foundry would be even better for just building, but I think we want to not neglect technology. Language Square would be helpful for assimilating minor factions without having to fight them, but we're quite powerful. I wouldn't be worried, especially once we get the Silex. We can just kill everybody. Seed storage. That's gonna really help boost our population growth here, so that's nice. And as you can see, it's 150, so it's quite a bit of production that needs to happen, but it's not so bad. We could make another military unit, though I'm not sure why. Settler would be fantastic. does require a pop, so we want to maybe grow a little bit first. Salting the earth, good. Now we're going for that sewer system, perfect. Let's do something like... Yeah, I think the Silex we want to kill are here. So sure, let's move on to here. And I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that ring. How do I purchase why can't I purchase do I have to be in the town? Oh, don't tell me I don't have to be in the town. Can I just pull it over from here? I think I can. Okay. So it'll cost some industry, which might just translate to gold. A ring of good quality with improved vision and sharp senses. So these are skills. And whenever you gain these, they add a level onto the skill, if I remember correctly. Now, what we're looking for right now is the bag items, as you can see. Right, we could switch for a bow, which gives us Flying Slayer instead of point blank power. And you can see there's a difference, so plus 12 attack, plus 5 damage on unit, as opposed to plus 9 and plus 1 initiative. The initiative is quite helpful, though. Mage wand, that's interesting. I didn't realize that you could use wands, that's cool. Shield iron, good. You can see here, we've already got all of this stuff equipped standard. It's this that we don't, so having improved movement with this talisman, 100% worth it. So we can go ahead and do that, and it's going to cost us 30 gold to do that. But absolutely that is worth it, especially if we want to keep running around with him and scouting. Improved vision and sharp sense, kind of the same idea. Sharp sense will increase defense. Actually, oh, this is interesting. You can see that it doesn't actually boost sharp sense past 1, but it does add improved vision, so I'm okay with that. Perfect. There we go, we've combined the armies. How is his experience points? 35. Yeah. After the fight, it should go up. Now here, this guy can still move 4. He's got 1 action, so he should be able to just use this action. Right, we found something nice. 40 dust, perfect. That basically pays for upgrades. And I think, yeah, we should be able to just move up. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, population evolution. We're growing really nicely. 4 more turns, we'll grow again. I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. Now, I think, just looking at this should be fine to do the battle from up here because we have archers. So we'd rather attack from this direction than that. Basically how fights work is it just zooms in on the map a little bit. But it'll be this exact terrain. So here we go, Tlato and 2 Dakari Ranger units. Now, this does make me think, okay, so we can do that. And we still have the action, so we should be able to attack. Actually, there it is, yeah, attack a target. What I want to do first, though, obviously, is, can I go in and, oh gosh, we can have 2 out of 4 units. What I'd like to do, though, is change what they're equipped with, and I'm not sure if I can. Unit designs, edit, yeah, so here you go, you can see they're equipped with the point blank power, but there's a pretty big part of me that kind of wants to give them the 2-handed bow, even if it'll avoid their armor, you know, just because if you look at the difference, it'll boost their attack, and they'll get Flying Slayer too, so I don't know, long range 4, I guess they'll stay at long range 4 no matter what, so it's not a big deal. We can leave them like this for now, but we could give them armor as well. And armor will just increase their life, as you can see. And boots will increase their initiative, which I think is quite important. Altogether, though, that's going to cost some money. And frankly, it might just actually take that industry, so let's avoid that. Yeah. Because I think what would happen is then we would pick the army here, and you would select retrofit army, and then it would cost, well, if it would cost gold, then okay, let's try it. Let's try this. So let's say I want to equip them with armor for some reason because I'm crazy, but that initiative I think is worth it 100%. And then for this, yeah, absolutely, I want them to have improved movement too so we can run around the map. That is what I'd like to do, yes sir. And actually, improved movement also gives extra initiative. Fantastic. Let's apply. That's our new Dakari Ranger 2 unit. Retrofitting the 2 units here would cost 112 gold, so we're not going to be able to do it. Obviously we could if, let's say, we went in, okay, get rid of the armor. Let's try it with just the boots. Click here, retrofit 69, so we can do that. This will give our Dakari Rangers the improved movement and the boots. I think that's okay, let's try it. Yes. Nice, thank you. Yep, there you go, the Dakari Rangers 3. So they have a speed of 5. He's got a speed of 5, perfect. Let's fight this battle. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. Hold on. I need to save this first. I'm so nervous. Oh wow. I've played a lot. LP. I like that it's all valid. That's nice. Thank you, game. Oh, what's going on? Here's the battle. So, here's how it works. Now, what's interesting is we get reinforcements of militia. Each of those little dudes coming to help us, and I'm okay with that. They're just basic spear units, so they have a cavalry bonus. And the Dakari Rangers will have extra attack from point-blank range. The Harmonites are pretty terrifying. They have a lot of health, as you can see, good defense, but they're very, very slow. You always want to fight manual, pretty much. Choose your, when their respective orders cannot be fulfilled, the units take an offensive stance by default. Take a defensive stance by default. And attack only if an enemy is within range. I like hold position. Let's try that. That'll be my strategy. Okay. Okay, so here is combat. You can see we're still on the map, but we've kind of spread out. We're in the deployment phase. Our reinforcements should pop in here shortly. Now, if I remember correctly, we have some bonuses in forests. Not that it overly matters. Also, there's morale bonuses for being surrounded by friendly troops. Again, not that that's going to matter. I'm going to want to send those guys out. The biggest thing here is going to be that these guys can only move 1, I think. Speed of 1. But they have this beam attack. So if they hit you, their attack will go straight through in a row to the back 3. So I kind of just want to keep all our dudes split up a little bit. Let's try that. There's our first reinforcement unit. And actually that was dumb because I blocked one of the reinforcement squares. That's okay. Now then, yeah, these guys have pretty good defense, so we'll tell them to move here. You can attack. And they should have a range of, is it forest rage? Good. Plus 50% attack on forest tiles. Good, good, good. Are they all in forest? Yeah, perfect. So let's just see what happens if they just attack that guy. And I want this guy to move, I guess, here. Let's try it. So you just give your orders, and then they act it out. Oh, sad, he had to move forward. That means that guy couldn't move there, so he just stayed there. Super sad. Now, you can do something like that, and then I think, is it? Okay, hold on. Yeah, so right click there, hold down control, he'll move there and then target him. That's very helpful. This should also be fine. We really need that guy to move up, though. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, they took a beating, but they'll be fine. Now, the part that sucks is I don't want this Harmonite to hit that unit. So, we're gonna try the move back thing again. So move there, shoot him there. This guy could probably move back. This guy can attack. This guy can attack there. That guy can attack there. Let's try that. Oh, interesting. I thought they'd die. this guy. Okay, you move there and attack him there. I want you to run away, I guess. Where could you run, though? Run there. And you can come here and hit him there. Hit him, hit him. Perfect, let's try that. These guys are tough cookies, man. Nice, -1, so he missed his attack. Oh, interesting, and that seemed to have been his move. I think we've got this now. So that's a brief example of combat for you. Our militia took a beating, but none of them died, which I think is good. I don't know if their dying would have taken away a population, but I didn't want to risk it. You can see that Thlato actually leveled up. And experience per unit 6.5, because of course these guys can also level up. So that's nice. Yeah. Let's inspect them, and now we get to choose. I actually really like functioning insomniac, because normally when you change assignment, you have to take, I think, 5 turns to adjust them, to be able to re-put them somewhere else. But with functioning insomniac, when you get both levels, it's a single turn. So you can actually, that's really useful for the Forest Wildwalker folks, because they can, if you're fighting, you put them in an army. If they're not, you put them in a town so that they get the governor experience. And that way you can quickly level up your units. Now it is very tempting to go for Agile Mover early on, but I think this is actually going to be more helpful. That, and then obviously I'd like to get the +1 terrain on Forest, the Woodland Forager, for making him into a governor later. It might be worth it to go for 2 of these first, though. We'll see. Perfect, okay. Now then, now that we have this, you can see that they're dead. So, what we have to do now is use influence points to assimilate them, which is kind of sad, because we do not have the influence points. But we don't even have to assimilate them first. We can just build the Silex expansion. So you rebuild the village, and then they're gonna provide us with soldiers and people and all these good things. I mean, we have to assimilate them, but even so, this will still provide us with bonuses to our empire, I believe. So it's worthwhile. We should probably kill the Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, or these Silex here. Let's do that. Let's get as much experience as possible by killing enemies. You can see the resources when you zoom out. Spices, and what's down here? Is that a village or a resource? Dye, there you go, there's our 2 luxury resources. What's the map like? Okay, we're like on the bottom. That makes sense because of the ice and tundra, I suppose. There's reason to this climate. Man, we could get some mad research going on in here, but I really like the Enchanted Forest because it's woods, you know, and that's where we belong. We'd get a ton of industry coming out of there. So let's just come straight down and kill these Silex. Can we do it in 1 turn? We should be able to because of our mad move speed. Yeah, let's do it. Party on, Wayne. Yeah, even harder, that's okay. We'll do hold position manually, let's fight. Now, I think what we're gonna want to do is have him kind of try to tank the enemy. Because again, I think this guy only has a range of 3. Yeah, there's his range. 1, 2, 3, perfect. So that'll be his deployment there. These guys have a range of 4, so we could actually move them all the way back here. And assuming that these guys hit here and here, they won't get them with their little powerful magic attacks or whatever. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we just wanna, you know, hit these guys with everything we have. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do that because they should be in forest tiles. So move there, hit him. Perfect, perfect. You can see he's got a little positive morale boost because that guy's next to him. be so fantastic. What I actually want to do though is move him back and hit here, and then move him forward on the next turn. That way, this turn, these guys can't actually hit him. So that should help. Perfect. Okay, he made a really bad move, which is fantastic. Yeah, we're just gonna keep shooting. Okay, and now I'm actually gonna ask him to come here and do that. And I think that should work. Down here are the odds. So critical attack, normal standard attack. Standard is reduced. Okay. I'm gonna take 15 damage. Is that a thing? Okay, well let's try it anyways. Interesting. It looked like we got a crit and we didn't actually take any damage anyways. Experience per unit was 13. Let's see what happened here. Experience 20 out of 80. That's not so bad. Not so bad at all. But he's gonna have to do a lot more killing before we're done. Yep, unspoiled ruins. Perfect. I should have gotten the stupid speed amulet a lot sooner. Sewer system in one turn. That's gonna be so exciting. Because it's gonna be plus 20 to our city, which is gonna really give us a nice boost. And then we can do the Silex. And then once we get that next upgrade here, then I think I'll go for a settler. Turn 12, yeah. I mean, we could start with the burrow, but I don't think we want to yet. Plus 15 per extra level on city tile. Yeah, that's not gonna be an issue for us. Plus 1, so our city tile will gain those things. Minus 1 food though. And then minus 10. Look at this, great. They're happy now. Because they're happy, they produce more industry and more food. And obviously with 18 base tile industry. Yeah, okay, it's interesting too. The modifier, it's sad, but the Founders Memorial is actually a modifier, so it's not adding to the base, which is kind of tragic. But this is why the base is so important. And spreading this way will, I think, be very helpful to us. Though spreading this way would give us 369 industry, which would be flippin' huge. That would be maybe a little bit more tempting. 9 industry, my goodness. Ah, that would be fantastic. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and rebuild this one. So if there might actually be a second Silex settlement in here somewhere. Though I don't see it. Which is why you get the option for which one you want to rebuild. We'll rebuild that. Yeah. Plus 1 on expansion. Yep, that's nice. We'll get a population of Silex. Let's go ahead. Search. You've encountered the centaurs. Right here, okay. And we found 5 titanium. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's kill the Sisters of Mercy. The cavalry is obviously a really bad idea for us to fight. Because, you know, obvious reasons, we're archers. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. I really just want, I want that extra population. And then the settler does, one thing I should check. Maybe I'm thinking, I might be making a slight mistake here. Let me check something. Where's our military? Right here. My mistake could be... Okay, so for starters, we don't need anything. Oh, you have to have a spear. Shoot. Well, I guess we could add improved movement. That would make it even tougher, though. Ah, not worth it. Is it worth it? Probably not. What I'm wondering, though, is... I keep thinking in terms of, you know, civilization. If we start working on the settler, will we stop growing, you know? But it looks to me like, yes, we will. Okay, that's just like civilization then. Continue going on the Silex route. Also, I could have been just saving up my money for fast construction. Oh well. I think we'd like to do that. Yeah, if we're settling down here, let's go ahead and take out the Sisters of Mercy. There's 2 of them here. I think we can do it. Let's try it. Let's flip and try it. And you know what? I don't think we'll be able to attack from there. Let's go from here. That's also Centaur. Yep, the boss. There we go. Yeah, this should be great. Yeah, I think the Benediction is a healing spell. Hold position manual. Yeah, let's do this. These guys have nowhere near as much health. Oh, well, they still have an impressive amount, and they're a little bit faster, so never mind. Maybe I will have trouble myself. They have spears, though. Ah, interesting. What's Benediction? A friendly unit has to be targeted in order to benefit from this effect in battle. Provides immunity from them for 2 rounds and heals friendly unit. That's pretty handy. It's a healer unit. Okay. Now, presumably they'll come this way. They're not going to come up this way, so... Our best bet... I don't think we're getting any reinforcements. No, we shouldn't be. Our best bet will be having them all next to each other. I like him being up at the front. And then from here, 1, 2, 3... Well, we get to go first. Yep, initiative 26. So, that's going to look like 1, 2, 3. He can't shoot from here, but if we put him there, he'll be able to shoot. Put these guys there. Yeah, also, his health is a bit damaged still. Shoot, I guess that guy did hit. Shouldn't have moved next to him. Lesson learned. Point blank shot, it increases attack, but you actually get hit if you do a point blank shot, so that's sad. Alright, well, that's okay. Now the reason this is helpful is because having them all around each other, this bonus is enhanced and they get plus 30% attack. Okay, so as you can see, their attack for being in the forest plus, oh, maybe not. Why is his attack so high? That's fantastic, though. That is absolutely fantastic. Is it actually just because of us all being around each other? I love it. Yeah, it looks really cool, doesn't it? Oh, they healed each other, those turkeys. Stop. I hate that. Okay, well, we know what happened last time, so let's not redo that. The unit will hold its position and attack only if an enemy is within. Well, hopefully they'll attack. Anyways, okay. We'll try something like that, and then if this guy gets killed on the first volley, then hopefully this guy will still attack that guy. This should work. Yeah, okay, they're dead. Nice, he automatically attacked that guy. Boom. Okay, they're here. They missed. Oh, that was fantastic. They didn't do any damage. I think they're super dead. They're super duper dead. Do we want to actually... Oh, it looks like we can't move away. Shoot. We're held in position. That's brutal. That is A-okay. These guys might actually just do the kill. I wonder if that affected his health negatively. Well, anyways, the Dakari Rangers leveled up. It looks like it didn't, so that's okay. Yeah, your hero is healthy. Good, good. Well, is there unspoiled ruins? Yep, absolutely. We'll wanna hit those ruins, but also, more importantly, we actually want to come here and quickly kill these guys if we're gonna send a settler out this way. Because if you haven't pacified them, they will start spawning armies that are hostile and that could, you know, they're barbarians essentially, right? Now, one more turn and then we can switch off Silex. Good, good. Let's see what this means. I don't think we have to do anything about it. It just slowly improves the units. So, whereas you can see here 72 to 63.25, okay? And then if we looked at the standard unit, what we would find is that their attack is going to be just less than these units. Yeah. Attack 63, attack 51. So wow, that's a ridiculously huge difference. I wonder if part of that isn't just because they have a general. But nah, whatever. Okay, we'll go there. Slow-moving elementals. Nice. It's nice that while the end turn is clicked, you can still do things. The population has grown to 4. Perfect. Imminent Empire plans on 6 turns. We're gonna wanna Empire plan our way through this. Goodness gracious, okay. Part of me wonders if I can't just drag some of these guys over here. Just boom. Give me that. Yeah, plus 11. Let's go for it. That's going to slow down our growth, but I don't care too much about that right now, right? Our growth, forget it. We're not growing, so. Oh, that's interesting. We could get the Silex done in 2 turns. Because we've put plus 7 onto that. No, I want to try that. Let's take a look at our Empire plan. And let's simulate. So that tells you. Now we don't have to worry about it, but if we had 80, we could get all of the bonuses. I'm not particularly worried about that. In all fairness, the only obvious one to go for right now is this one, economy and population. Plus 3 for pop on cities is going to be helpful. Also, science and industry would be helpful for the next 20 turns, especially if we're going for that on going for a research city. So those would be the 2 that I would go for. And it's going to be in 6 turns. I think we can actually bump out that settler. What would happen if we do this? We bump out the settler in 4 turns. Or we do that, get that up to 40. Yeah, let's maybe bump out some of that, and then we can also assimilate the Silex. But then assimilating further other types is going to, I think, have an increasing cost, which is pretty standard for games like this. That is okay. Let's get to killing these guys. I'm having way too much fun killing things. Okay. Well, plus 11. Yeah, we don't even need it that much, do we? So let's see if we can kind of bounce it. 4 is for the. Yeah, okay, so 4 is the minimum on that. Yeah, let's try that. I kind of like that. That should still get us 40 in the next 5 or 6 turns, and it'll only take 4 turns. Boom, he can start moving. Okay. Part of me wonders if I'm not making a mistake by not giving him extra movement speed. Oh well, because he'll be going through the woods unless we can kind of bring him down here, walk him along the river, and then up into there. Okay, we'll try that. And actually, what's this down here? Is that going to be it? Oh, that's a town. So nothing really that useful. Glass steel deposit. No, don't have to worry about that. It's these massive trees that are going to be absolutely fantastic. So actually what we want to do is super obviously place it right there. Right there, because I don't know if you're seeing that, but like that's, look at that, 2 massive trees right next to each other. That's going to make the town grow a lot faster with the 4 of them. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Okay. Alright. Let's end it. Boom. Okay, time for the fight. I don't think it's particularly important whether we do it there or there. Nice. Oh, we get militia too. Fantastic. Do we need the militia? No, they can stay out so that we get more experience points. Let's do, again, hold position. Good. Okay. That's fantastic. It looks like we can maybe move to, oh, we can't. Oh, that's funny. Or can we? Oh, yes, we can. Okay. Then we're totally moving down here. Absolutely 100,000%. For obvious reasons, these guys are close combat, so they'll just be running all the way around here while we're killing them. Perfect. Oh, I guess it doesn't show the status effects yet, because I want to see, but basic attack is 56, 63, 56 and 63 are the base attacks on this. We'll do that. Well, no, let's do that. I wonder if that, no, 1, 2, 3, okay, perfect. Let's just go. And then it goes up to 101, 113. Yeah, just because of that plus 30%, that's fantastic. Though I still don't get how that math works, so that's okay. That is A-okay, though. Crit chance isn't that bad. 17% crit, 19%, 19%. Why did that happen? It's just because he's kind of banged up. That is great. Oh no, he's not gonna be able to shoot. Yeah, And we have him set to hold position, so he's not going to move forward. If we have set it to aggressive, he would have actually moved forward. Anyways, yeah, there's no way these guys actually make it to us. I wonder if the trees are also slowing them down. Oh, that was brutal. 8.6 per unit, love it. 57 out of 80. We're quickly getting him up. So pretty stoked on that. Right, okay. So these two have been destroyed. So that's really nice. I'm glad to see we've killed the Sisters of Mercy. No mercy was had. That's our ruins are gonna be down there. So that's where we're gonna have to go. Is that an enemy faction? That's the Draken that we discovered earlier. Shoot. I don't like that one bit. Okay, well. What did we do? Okay, we researched the thing. Fantastic. Next thing to research, well, we could get, advanced technology, which is, these are really quite handy for early combat, but I don't think we're going to be doing too much just yet. Mercenary Market unlocks the heroes section of the marketplace. I would love to be able to recruit new heroes. I don't know that we're going to have the money based on how we're doing, but I would love that. More importantly, we're going to want luxury extractors for our quest there. +2 on train with river during the summer. And then we have Empire Mint. Yeah, no. We don't actually have any dust production cities lined up. But the river that kind of flows along here could provide us with some wealth. Also, the ocean tiles are also really good for trade and economy, essentially. But yeah, I look at the river and I go, that's probably what we want to take advantage of. Where does it, is this, okay, I'm trying to follow it. It looks like it disappears right here, yeah. Okay, shoot. We'll move down that way. Do we want a public library? I mean, it might not hurt, because it would, again, really boost research. But boosting industry would be fantastic. That mill foundry would be so huge. This is the, for strategic resources, and this one is for spice. Yeah. Oh shoot, well, we're gonna want this no matter what. And we'll want a lot of these no matter what. Having a boost to industry could be really nice. Heroes, boost to industry. Let's go for the open pit mine. For now. It has been quite some time since you last activated. Okay, so let me quickly look at that. Resource boosters. It will cost us 10 to activate it, and that's based on, I think, the number of cities you have. And so that'll give us +30 to all our cities, but I don't think that's worth it at the moment, because we're already at 80, and it might be more worth it to just use it all in one fell swoop once we have our second city to boost growth. Just some of my thoughts on that issue. Yeah. Also, that's so sad. Open pit mining is going to take us forever to research. Darn increasing research costs. Unspoiled ruins, nice. Bunch of oh my gosh, the Drakari are coming this way. I do not like that at all. The oh yeah, these guys are terrifying. Big giants, big nasty giants. What do we get? 70 dust, I will take it. Screw these guys. Look at them just coming through and killing everything. We could probably kill them. They look pretty scary though, they're fast. Oh mama. 4 speed and oh my gosh, these guys are way too strong. Yeah, they could probably take us. I mean, right now they're injured, so we could maybe take them. But yeah, no, we couldn't I don't even think we could kill the Archivist. Archivist Nakambesa the third, I think they outstrength us. Until we get some harder hitting defensive units, yeah, we're kinda hooped. Now, I don't think there's much reason for Geomic Labs here. But there, it's gonna be fantastic. So, yep. Yep. That looks great. Yeah, and I'm not gonna bother with the centaurs. We'll just go south. Actually, can we keep going? Yeah, okay, perfect. That'll be it. Is the quest that I've been assigned really so useful, though? Which are delusions of grand? No, not that one. Echoes of the past. No. This one. Wow, we'll get a tech actually, so yes. It is said that luck is the child of hard work. In this case, alchemists attempting to change gold into dust have accidentally discovered a way to increase quantities and purities of extracted resources. Yeah, that's actually really useful. So yeah, actually, let's go for that quest. Next, the Silex, and we have our... Oh no. Oh no. Why are there... Oh no, there's actual bad guys that could hurt our sweet settler. What am I trying to do with the settler? I was trying to move him over there. Let's save game again. Sure, just go ahead and save it. Now, I would like very much to just get him going. I think we can do that. So, new army. And, yeah, we want him down here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. And we'll just move him slowly there. Yeah, a bit slow moving. Might have been worth it, that silly amulet. Oh well. And now part of me is thinking, okay, well, as much as I'd like to go this way, if there's a hostile army up there, we'd better handle it. And I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Now, the reason we sense that is that's actually our ability, is that we're so in tune with Orica and the forest and all that, that we can sense enemies, I think, in all adjacent provinces, which is basically, this is the beginner faction. They're kind of designed to just be easier than all the other factions. So that's pretty lovely. Is it really one turn? Yeah, perfect, because you see they're moving this way. What are we up against here? Roaming army of sisters. Oh, there might just be another stupid. There's probably another settlement up here. Shoot. Ah, well. Yep. Yes, sir. The settlers can fight, I guess. We'll keep them safe. One turn for Silex. Open pit mine. Perfect. Why are we not making... Oh, it's because of the settlers costing money too. Shoot. That's okay. We'll build a Silex, and then after that, we'll want to build a burrow, I would say. And of course, the decision will be, where do we go? I really like that. That's 9 extra construction and 3 extra food. We got 4, 5. Yeah. 4, 5, 1, 1. That's not that great. 4, 6, 1. Not that great. 2, 7, 2. Yeah. No, we're going up this way. I'm pretty sure that's what's about to happen. Just give me all of that, because once we, just spread out and get as much industry as possible, so that this becomes a massive, nasty, powerful industry town. Yeah. Perfect. Uh-oh. Time for this. So plus 3, plus 20, yeah. Let's make that happen, yeah. It looks like we've actually been attacked. The settler can stay out of it. Yeah, we got this. Hold position, yeah. You guys know the drill by this point. We'll do something like... You know what? I want to be in the forest, so we'll do something like that. Nice. Oh no. Yeah, it seems the force does actually slow them down, so that's pretty fantastic. Okay, move up there, please. Move back. Hit him. Yeah. Is that... do we have it set up? Yeah. Nice. And then, honestly, just move there and hit. Oh, just kidding. Nice. Minus 42. Beautiful. Well done, well done. Oh, yeah, he leveled up. Fantastic. Okay, now we can see what happens once you build this up. So, this village has been pacified and will provide its benefits to the Empire controlling the region. So I believe, if you look at this here now, this village has been pacified and rebuilt, adds 1 to the city population, and gives a bonus to the production of units from this minor faction. If the minor faction is assimilated by your empire, each pacified village offers an incremental bonus. Okay, interesting. So we have to assimilate them. But it has it already provided that extra population. Yeah, 1 from pacified villages, so there you go. 1 extra population, that's really nice. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's fantastic. And all of them, of course, should be giving, as you can see, plus 25, 4 from city improvement. Was that not it, or was it if I move them here, they give more? Yeah, I don't remember anymore. What was the, our empire plan? Oops. What is our empire plan? Plan available. Plus 3 per person on cities. Okay, we might actually have to move them, I guess. Yeah, sad, but it'll just, you know, give us more. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see it right there. 27 instead of 22, so that's a pretty big boost. Maybe it was just 2 otherwise, but now it can actually be huge. That's fantastic. Alright. Well, obviously we have to go up there and pacify whatever. There's the village. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and pacify that and build our beautiful, beautiful town. Yeah, it's amazing, hey? 6. Yeah, and you know what? That'll be fine. We throw down that geomic lab, it'll still be fantastic. We'll move down this way. Yeah. Okay. Oops, I forgot to level them up. So now there's that question of, do we want to really boost industry? Of course we do. Look at that. Natural resources. Yeah, these guys can become giants of industry. And then of course city upkeep. That's really helpful. But again, I'm gonna just go for functioning insomniac. I love functioning insomniac. There's some interesting stuff here. Again, we don't want reinforcements. Let's just do this. Boom, this should be pretty straightforward. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. Did I forget to? No, I didn't. My strategy's still there. Nice. Ultimately, compared to a lot of other units, you can see that with that kind of health, 102, they're all pretty weak. We're weak, they're weak, everybody's weak. Love it. Oh, we actually can totally go there. Perfect, okay. Yes, sir. By all means, please, please do. Yeah. Right there. Okay. Now it's going to be 30 to assimilate them, and I think I'm going to actually want to assimilate the Sisters of Mercy. rather, because that's going to give us 3 villages worth, as opposed to, not 3 villages worth. You can see plus 0.5 resource per pacified and rebuilt Silex village on strategic resource extractor. So that's pretty handy. Now, obviously, I'd like their units more than the Sisters of Mercy, so that is another thing to consider. There we go. Boom. That is just so glorious. Give your people optimism and a new purpose by founding a city in a new region. Yep. Visions of glory. When a city improvement is built on Wild Walkers. There we go. That's our... So we got 30 dust. And if we produce 25 industry in the new city, we will get Visions of Glory, which will be an empire-wide thing when a region improvement is built on Wild Walkers. Nice. And so basically what it means is you want to actually go through your quests because they give you bonuses, as you can see, pretty quickly there. So this is nice. We're going to grow very quickly because of the massive trees. This is just, this is so beautiful. I want to build the Geomic Lab, in all honesty. I kind of do. And then this, the Sisters of Mercy, Geomic Lab, Sisters of Mercy, that's going to be really nice. Yeah. Seed storage is also going to be useful, but yeah, I'm thinking let's just go for that right off the bat. Perfect, perfect. Search those ruins, hopefully we find something. Yep, we did. 30 dust, nice, thank you. And again, that should have given him some experience points. There you go, he's doing great. Now, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna send the troops out, but I'd like to unassign him, okay? And put him into a village shortly, because he's not gonna be making much experience points right now unless we run him to the far side of the world. So let's try that. Yes, return them to the academy. Okay. And now if we come to the city here, right, where we say, okay, well, I'd like to, start giving bonuses and all that, we can assign a hero. And you see here, I think I can assign him right away. Which is just insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, anyways, we'll see how his experience goes up from that. There's the Sisters plus 5 health regen. Oh, that's not that great. That's actually super sad. Okay, maybe we'll get the Silex. I'd rather the Silex bonus than health regen. I don't know. Yeah. Sad. So 30 to assimilate either one. So we'd get plus 15% health regen. Yeah, shoot. We can actually assimilate them pretty much right away here. And so we can move him off of that. Burrow Streets, will there be some other thing for us to get? Not really, hey. Alright, well, let's assimilate them. Yeah, again, they're slow, but that's what we want. We want slow, steady. Silex made a great front line for the elves. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. And you can see our booster costs 15 because we have 1 extra city, so it must be plus 5 per extra city. We could totally do that if we wanted. It would give us 10 turns of plus 30, which would be pretty fantastic. But for now, let's just leave it at that. And I think we can now that we've assimilated them into our empire, we should be able to recruit Harmonite soldiers, yeah. So you come here and you edit them, and just like everybody else, you can upgrade them, which is pretty crazy. So, there you go. Let's say I want to make nice, tough ones. And to me that says, well, actually, improved movement is interesting. What would that do? Because they're slow, so their battle movement is just going to be stupidly slow, and there's nothing you can do about that. Improved movement, does give plus 1 battle movement. Oh, that's exciting. That would be pretty cool. That might be totally worth it. Okay, and we get to choose between a battle hammer or claws. Is he using claws right now? Sweep strike back or Stun. Ooh, stun is really nice, though it does remove a lot of their initiative. Stun 2. What does Sweep Strike Back do? Overrides the default counterattack, deal damage to the attacker and opponents next to both the unit and the attacker. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty cool. That makes them really good defensive versus this, which is not a counterattack, but it's more offensive. So yeah, let's go for the defensive one. We want their claws. Absolutely. That's fantastic. Okay. And as you get better armor, they'll get higher health than 158. Because obviously those dragons are going to have a lot of health. My goodness, those dragons. Where did we move the army? Here it is. Perfect. So come on down, boys. Okay. Get that. We could actually build the geomic labs right off the bat, but nah, fam. I'm gonna save that for upgrades. I'm really interested in 33 to 120. What's gonna happen once we build burrows? So let's try that. And actually, we should quickly pick a second one, just so it doesn't get wasted on the off chance that it might get wasted. Access to new heroes would be really cool. Yeah, okay. Mill Foundry, Advanced. Well, that's fair too. Advanced armor would be great. Language square, no, because we're gonna kill everybody. Rivers, no, not really. More money, nah. Shamans, no. They're pretty pathetic. Let's make it the Mill Foundry, because plus 15% is gonna really help our cities. Nice. We can now build an open pit mine. Populations are growing. Perfect. These jerks down here, look at them. Ah. Stupid Dracons. Color me unimpressed. Very, very unimpressed. Spice extractor over here. What about over here? Also a spice extractor. Oh man. We could get a tremendous amount of spice very quickly, because that would allow us to build 2. And if we built 2, we would complete this mission, the Master of Luxury, which would give us augmented extractor. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Alright. Meanwhile, I'm back at base camp. Yeah, what do we want to build here? Just another burrow. Yeah, it does. It reduces the food income sad, but it spreads out, so that's been nice. And we want to get this up to 4D, was it? Yeah, should have been. Alright. What's that going to give us? 3. Okay, that's alright. And then that'll give us some extra science. Spice extractor should take not very long at all. Is that actually going to be 1 turn? That's amazing. That is absolutely awesome. I love that. Look at the insane amounts we're making. How is that even possible? How much experience did you get? 46. Okay, you got a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but that is so cool. And it looks like, just based on this, that it actually stores up. It stores stuff up. So I think that's what happened. Back here, do we want to start building this up for extra population? Probably. That would be pretty cool. That said, though, obviously what's the one? Seed storage is the way to go. Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure what to do with my military. We should probably just be scouting with them. Okay, now that we have our spice extractor coming up, it's gonna be right here. Yep. There you go. Yep, now that we have the spice extractor, we're gonna start getting spice every turn. And you'll see it. Well, you'll see it slowly, surely. Where is our spice extractor? Anyway, somewhere. That's the diplomacy screen. You're welcome. warships, yeah. Keep going. I guess we just want to kind of check out what the Dracon guys are up to and maybe go around. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, so you can see it's costing more now. Now that we've gotten awesome. Obviously the mill foundry would be the really logical next step to build here. We could, I suppose, throw down a Harmonite just to add to the archers. Will that drain us too much? Maybe. I don't know, I'd be almost down for that, but okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure I want to do that. 56372. 56372, yeah. And then these other two, and then this one would grow into a big one and boost happiness. So that'd be alright. Once we have that up, then we can start using... Oh, that might have been why it dropped down. 10 turns of plus 30. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Alright, so now they're fervent. Look at that. Plus 30 extra security. Plus 15, plus 15. Perfect. We'll take it. We will take it. I don't know why those guys are there. Oh, that's why. Because it's trying to prevent us from operating at a loss. Still, that should be okay. I'm not sure I want to assimilate anyone else, and I don't think I can anyways. That's gonna change once we get new text that allows us to assimilate more factions, so we're gonna have to stick with the Silex for now. Which makes me think that's alright. Mill Foundry 3 instead of 4. Sure, let's... what about here? Food, yeah, let's make it grow instead. Okay. Nice. Geometry labs are done, and as you can see, we are now just making massive leaps and bounds. And because it's based on city tiles, once we start, if we start moving up, actually, I'm really curious if we can. Oh, it looks like we totally can. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's the way we're gonna go though. 369, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go down here. Will we not be able to go here for some reason? Exploitation. What is... Oh, Temple Ruins, shoot. Oh, that would have been nice though. Okay, well, that's okay. And then Echoes of the Past, right, because our industry's grown. To sustain your dream, you'll need to produce 25 in your new city. Okay, we got it. A new city is useful for your growing empire. Now it's time to look even further and learn even more. Search the unspoiled ruins with a wild walker hero and a minimum of 4 rangers and 2 minor faction units. Okay, so now we're supposed to start making soldiers. There are always those who bluntly refuse to accept reality. Ashak and his followers are twisting their words in philosophical knots, trying to find some explanation for the things that patrols have discovered. The facts are clear. We are not alone, and we were not the first. One day their disagreements could turn violent. Truth Seeker Genoa is not the only one who warns you of this. From these other peoples you have heard others' tales and new histories. Many of these myths and legends contain seeds of a similar story. A story that ends in tragedy. The farther you go and the further you study, the grimmer and more perplexing the truth becomes. In one way, Ashak and the Sakwa are right. Your people remain small and weak compared to the vastness of Orga. Your empire must be secured and your armies developed. No great construction can take place unless your realm is secure. The sharing, while dangerous, gives you a great advantage when scouting. It is time to exploit that advantage. Nice. Well, are these guys also Silex down here? Yeah, it would actually be worthwhile to come in here and get some income going. So something like that. In terms of tech, is there one that gives... Oh, +2 on rivers. That's not helpful. We'll want something, maybe it'll be a tech 2 over here. Irrigation networks. Yeah, again, it's next to rivers. As for food, though, no, we want money. Yeah, there's not a lot of money for us, shoot. They There we go, maybe something like that, a dust refinery. That's gonna take forever to get to. Son of a gun, okay. Well, anyways, this here for the river. That's not Lingane though, that's Vanna. Shoot. If we go for Lingane, we might be able to. No, not really. Okay. Where are the unspoiled ruins that I'm supposed to bring my hero to, by the way? Was that? Yeah, search the unspoiled ruins. Yeah, please take me to the unspoiled ruins. How do I do that? I know there was a way to do it. Oh, there totally was. Post and beam. Make this my active quest. Oh, this right here. Track the quest. Thank you. Right. Oh, that's pretty nice. If it's that unspoiled ruins. 4 ranged and 2 minor factions. That's pretty straightforward. We could bump those out pretty quick. Because we've got the Harmonite. And then just 4 ranged units. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, I think I might actually end this episode here for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed Endless Legend. It's kind of, I play really slowly, so I apologize for that. But it is fun. It's one of those thinking games. Once you understand how it goes, it's, it's pretty straightforward. But what's interesting is the way you get to mix armies. It's a slow, steady build up, but it is very fascinating. I like the heroes. I like the leveling up of heroes kind of aspect to it, and the way that every faction does play differently. It's a pretty good game. If you're interested in getting it, take a look at it. It's older now, so I'm pretty sure it'll be cheap, especially if you get it on sale. You can get it for ridiculously cheap, I'm sure. Yeah, really cool. Kind of Civilization type of game that's not Civilization at all. It's the Endless series, so I believe where that fits in is Orica is where it all starts, and Endless Space is much later. But we're on Orica, which is the primary planet where spice is a thing, and I guess in order to survive Orica's potential death, each faction has to do their own thing, and I'm assuming hopefully return to the stars for Endless Space 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay, thanks so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time for all my games. Bye.